going to pick up my tickets to the Talib Kweli show. Walking up to the radio station right now. I'm gonna try to get some footage if I can to show y'all. Shout out Flow 1071. So yeah, shout out 1071 for the tickets, man. I really appreciate y'all. We gonna go rock with a legend. And Styles P finna be there too with another legend to the game. I'm gonna try to get some footage, try to get some drops, see if I can get Styles to Talib to say you watching my high marijuana. Let's get it. I cannot believe I won those fucking tickets, man. This shit is crazy. I ain't never won any kind of contest or anything like that before. When I was little, I used to call into the radio station sometimes and try to play shit, and of course they never answered. But let me tell you guys a quick story as to how that happened, and then I want to get into my opinion of if you should or should not smoke weed at shows. So, first of all, I was chilling with my homie from work, and we were riding around on our day off doing errands and shit. And we went back to the house and chilled and smoked and played games and shit after, but had to run some errands first. And we hear this shit on the radio, they're like, yo, we're giving away tickets to a Talib Kweli concert, Talib and Styles P, y'all stay tuned. So I'm like, all right, cool. He was like, I'm gonna let you guys know. So then he comes right back on as we're getting ready to finish up our last bit of errands and head back to the house. He's like, all right, so I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna play a Talib drop of him saying you listening to 107 and then you guys call. So I told my homie, I'm like, look, yo, when you hear this shit, he didn't know who Talib was. I was like, but look, when you're just gonna hear a rapper come on and be like, you're listening to 107, as soon as you hear that shit, call it for me. So I run into 7-Eleven, like literally 2 minutes, not even. Run in there real quick, like pay for gas or some shit. Come out, he's like, he's calling, he's trying to hand me the phone. He's like, yo, I'm calling. So it ring, never answered. So I'm like, fuck, we're out. So we get ready to start heading back to the house about 20 minutes later. Or not even 20 minutes later, like 5 minutes later, the DJ comes on. He's like, yo, I just played a Raekwon drop and the phone lines went crazy. He was like, if y'all don't know the difference between Talib and Raekwon, y'all don't deserve tickets. So I was like, oh shit. So, you know, it's funny as a bitch, but I'm like, damn, I still got a chance. So about 5 minutes after that, or maybe 10, 15 minutes after that, boom, they played the Talib drop. You listen to 107, I call immediately, they answer, hey, you're caller number 1, try back. You had to be caller 17, I think. I'm like, damn, boom, hang up, call right back. Hey, you're caller number 8, try back. I'm like, damn, I'm caller 1 and 8, hang up, call back. They're like, hey, thanks for calling 107. I was like, bro, stop playing. He was like, what? I was like, bro, I was just caller 1 and 8. He was like, well, you know, one ticket to the Talib concert. So shit was crazy, yo, shit was fucking crazy. But now getting on to the point of the vlog, do I think that you should smoke at shows? Yes or no? And in my opinion, there's a lot of things that you need to take into consideration before you smoke at a show, or if you're even considering smoking at a show. First one, as corny as it may sound, is your location, if you're in a legal state or not. It's gonna generally be illegal to smoke at the show regardless, or not illegal, but you're not gonna be allowed to smoke at the show. But if you're in a legal state, at least you're probably not gonna go to jail for it. So that's the first fucking thing. Now, I'm not saying if you're not in a legal state that you shouldn't smoke. I'm not trying to tell people what the fuck to do. I know that's not realistic. I know not every state has legalized. But if you're at a show, there's people that are watching for that shit. A lot of times there's plainclothes officers or security within the goddamn audience and things like that that are watching for that kind of shit. So, in my opinion, if that were the case, I would, damn, that sun is serious. Let me come back over here with it. I would be very reluctant to do so. Another thing is the kind of show that you're going to. If you're going to a Wiz and Snoop show, you should probably smoke. Everybody else can be smoking. If you're going to, like last year on 420 Eve, I went to Method Man and Redman show and like Wu-Tang and shit at Red Rocks. And for some reason, me just being scared and having been out here too long, didn't really know what was going on, I didn't want to bring anything. And as soon as you walk through the gates of the fucking show, it was just a cloud of smoke over the entire crowd. Like, it was ridiculous how many fucking people were smoking weed. Like, absolutely ridiculous. So, it depends on where you're at, in my opinion. It depends on who the show is. And then it depends on, you know, if you can be discreet or not. It depends on, I guess, the kind of person you are. Like, even at the last show that I was talking about on 420 Eve, even though everybody was smoking, you still have to kind of conduct yourself in a certain way. You still have to be like discreet in a certain kind of way. You don't got to be acting fucking crazy and shit like that. So in my opinion, I guess the two main things were, I thought of another thing or two that I can't think of right now, but the two main things are location, the kind of show you're at, and then even the third is, are you able to do it discreetly? What's going on around you? If other people are smoking, that's the other main thing. If other people are smoking, I'm not gonna be the first motherfucker, I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna be the first one to light up. Even in a legal state, even at a stoner show, I'm not gonna be the first one to light up. So all of that depends. It depends on, like I said, what you think, man. You guys gotta make your own decision. But I'm going to this Talib show tonight. I'm thinking about bringing a little something. We'll see what's going on. We're gonna peep out the venue. That's the other fourth part too. You gotta peep out the venue. You gotta see how the venue is laid out. If it's indoors, if it's outdoors. If it's indoors, is it a big venue or is it small? Because that depends too, because you're gonna have to worry about airflow and stuff like that. So, how you doing? So, with all that being said, you have to take that all into consideration. Now, Red Rocks is an outdoor venue, so it was different. Like, even though, like I said, you could see it over top of everybody settling and everything, and you could still smell it, even though it's completely outdoor and open. You could smell it like crazy, but it's outdoors, so that may have had something to do with it too. So you guys take all that into consideration. Be safe if you're gonna smoke at a show. Have fun. I love y'all. Smoke your problems away. We out.